Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We are from Group 5, Gerup Sdn Bhd. And today we will present about our project use Working Oil Management System UCO MS. And my name is Muhammad Zaman Beswahimi and my friend Muhammad Hafiz, Arman, Izzat Faiz and also Muhammad Ashraf Daniel. So for today, I will present about data dictionary. So first entity we have entity participant, which is primary key is participant ID. We have name participant ID, the set of unique numbers as an identifier for each participant. Name, the set of all student names, all participant names. Email, the set of email address of the participant. Contact number, the possible value of students, phone number, and also role, the possible roles of participant like student, lecturer, and something else. Second is we have entity bin, which is the primary key is bin ID, the set of bin ID of the bin. Second is registration number, location, max capacity, and also current weight. And third entity is deposit, which is we have one primary key and two foreign key. First is deposit ID. Second is the first foreign key is bin ID, and second foreign key is participant ID. And also we have another attribute like date, deposit time, and also the weight, bin weight. And fourth, we have also entity for notification. Notification ID as a primary key, and also for the foreign key is bin ID. We have also the notification date and notification time. And for the file, we have entity emptying, which is emptying. We for the primary key we have emptying ID. Foreign key we have bin ID. Also the same is notification date and notification time. And the last is worker. And for the G, which is entity for transaction, for the primary key we have transaction ID, and for the foreign key we have participant ID. We have transaction date, transaction time, transaction type, points used, and also remaining points. And for the last entity is feedback. We have for the primary key is feedback ID, and for the foreign key is participant ID. Also feedback date, feedback time, feedback test, and also lastly is score. That's all from me. Thank you.
I'll be presenting about the ER diagram. A participant can be associated with multiple deposit records, but each deposit record is linked to only one participant. And each notification is associated with one emptying process, and each emptying process is associated with only one notification. Moving on, one bin can have multiple notifications, but each notification is associated with only one bin. And one bin can have multiple deposit, but each deposit is associated with only one bin. Multiple participants can deposit into multiple bins, and each bin can receive deposits from multiple participants, and one deposit can be associated with multiple transactions, but each transaction is linked to only one deposit. One participant can be associated with multiple transactions, but each transaction is linked to only one participant. And lastly, one participant can provide multiple feedback entries, but each feedback is associated with only one participant.
I'm going to present about SQL script. So what you're going to do for the first is connect to the user, and then after that we will create the table first. So for the first table is the participant table. So we do this, and then the table is created. And after that we insert uh, all the necessary infos into the table. So this is the table. And for the next entity is the entity bin. So we are going to create it, and then we are going to insert the values, then show you that it works. There is the table. Third entity is the deposit. So we create the table using this, and then we're going to insert it again. Sorry. And once we insert the value which we're going to show, there it works.
So first of all, we drop the table notification. So this is to ensure that there is uh, no existing version of table notification before we get a new one. So in here you say that table of view does not exist, so it means that there is no table of notification. So then we get a new table for notification. Then we insert all the records in the table. Then display it. So this is a table for notification. Moving on, for empty, uh, same as a notification, we drop the table empty if and same is that table or view does not exist. So we proceed with create a new table for empty. First we get a table and table create, and then we insert the record into the table. So then we display the table, and that is a table for empty.
So moving on to the next entity. So here we continue with the transaction entity. So first of all, I will drop the table transaction. And so now I want to create the table transaction. So I will run it. And then the table already created. So here I have to insert to one by one. So here once each row by row is inserted. Then next we move on to the next table. First of all, we will drop the table feedback. So we just drop the table just in case if we already have the table feedback. So this shows that we haven't the table feedback does not exist, so it doesn't matter. So now we want to create the table feedback, and then same again, we have to insert one by one. So now we already insert all the five rows, and then I will select all from the feedback, and then we have the attributes: feedback ID, participant ID, deposit date, feedback text, and the score. So these are the attributes that are shown here. Then we go on to the next part, which is SQL queries. So the first question: show the participant ID, name, role, bin ID, and bin location for participants who have made deposits. So how do we do the query inside the Oracle here? So here we have to. I will just select all this, and then I will run this. As you can see here, the participant ID, name, role, bin ID, location, all for the five attributes, five rows is shown. And the next part is we have to, the question is calculate the total weight deposited by each participant by summing the weights from the deposit table, which is grouped by participant. So we can see, because we want to use, because the question asks us to use the join and functions, right? So this is the attribute that we will include inside the queries, participant ID, name, and total weight. And then this is the most important thing. We use the join functions here. All right, next, we next proceed to the question C. Find the notification ID, deposit date, bin ID, and bin location for each notification. So this is how we use. So let's try this. I will run this part. So the notification from the other table will inner join with the bin table. So as you can see here, it is already used the functions join to like literally we combine the two tables into one table. So we use the properties join. Okay, next we go to the empty for expression. This is it is the emptying ID, deposit date, worker, bin ID, bin location, participant ID, and participant name for each emptying event. So let's see when I run this query. So these are the attributes that will be displayed in my Oracle. We have all five attributes for emptying ID. We have from E001 to E005, and each attribute for every participant also has shown here. And the last question is we have to calculate the average score of feedback given by each participant by averaging the scores from the feedback table grouped by participant. So how to do this? We use the inner join also. And then let's do this. We try to run this, and then all the participant ID and all the average score from the feedback that given by student also will be displayed from this query. So that's all from for the group project work.